So the question is how to do turbo putts. Now this is one of those videos where 3 minutes from now, I guarantee 100% you're going to choose to do turbo putts the way I'm about to explain it. Not because I'm the one explaining it, but because it's going to be so obvious that this is correct. The other thing about this video is I get zero credit for it. This is 100% from a good friend of mine named David Greenwell, best disc golfer of the 1980s. He had a turbo putt called the DG Pop, right? David Greenwell pickoff putt. Kind of silly, but in the early days of the sport, we weren't sure what was the right way to do anything. David Greenwell was a master at turbo putts, and this is what he did. So I'm just sharing what he showed me. So there's 3 challenges with a turbo putt. So a turbo putt, by the way, if you don't know, is where you have the disc up here and you're putting this direction. Typically the only time you're going to do this nowadays in the modern disc golf game is when you're behind something. But every once in a while, especially depending on the course you're on, you're behind something, you have to putt over it. Now, there's 3 flaws with that putt. The first is, if there's any wind whatsoever, the disc wants to just blow off your hand. Pretty tough. The second thing is you really can't adjust the angle too much on this putt, because the minute you try to adjust the angle, the disc wants to fall off your hand. And the third is, you cannot put as much spin as you want on it, because when you go to putt, you're going to put the spin on it by turning your wrist, but if you go too fast, your hand slips off the rim. Friction will only get you so far, and you cannot spin it as much as you want. Well, you can get rid of all 3 of these problems by doing one thing. Take your middle finger, stick it right there. Now, put the rim of the disc between the first and second knuckle, so the bottom of the rim touches right there. You put between the second knuckle. By the way, David Greenwell used to do it with 2 fingers. I don't think it matters if you do 1 or 2. But the minute you put your knuckles there, guess what? You have complete control over the disc. You can adjust the angle, the wind's not going to blow it off, and you can spin it as much as you want. Now, the first couple times you do this, it's going to be awkward. It doesn't fly quite the same as a turbo putt. Do it for 20 minutes. I guarantee this is the only way to do a turbo putt. It's the only correct way. It's so obvious that David Greenwell was right, and everyone not doing it that way is wrong. So that's the DG Pop. Thanks, Dave.